Welcome to the Automation Zone, a video series brought to you by Miracle's RPA Center of Excellence.
Hello everyone. Today in this demo, we are going to see how we can automate SAP P2P process through intelligent automation. As everyone hates wasting time on repetitive administrative tasks, the P2P, that is Procure-to-Pay process, is filled with a huge amount of paperwork, back and forth, process gaps, and time consuming tasks. And in P2P, we are having different processes like standard item, subcontracting, consignment, etc. In this video, we are going to have a look on standard item.
My name is Sai Shravya Naramsetti, working as RPA software trainee in Miracle Software Systems.
Coming to agenda. Here we will discuss about the introduction and benefits of RPA and then manual flow of P2P standard item along with the process through automation with process flow diagram followed by live demo. Based on the complexity of automation, we are having different tools in RPA. They are UiPath, Blue Prism, Automation Anywhere, etc. For a simple data entry to ERP systems using CSV, Excel is a low complexity automation job in the current automation trends. However, the complexity of the automation increases when the automation involves multiple systems involved like automating the web application process through Chrome, Edge, desktop application process through automation, etc. In the next level of complexity for automation is structured data processing automation, such as image and PDF data processing automation, Citrix based application automation, remote desktop based application automation, etc. Finally, in the current automation arena, the most complex automation is known as unstructured data business automation, wherein unstructured data sources will be processed for automation by using most sophisticated technologies such as machine learning, artificial intelligence, computer vision, etc. by integrating the conventional automation process. Robots. Any automatically operated machine that replaces human efforts, though it may not resemble human being in appearance or performance, functions in a human-like manner. A robot is a type of automated machine that can execute specific tasks with little or no human interventions and with speed and precision. Coming to introduction to SAP P2P process. Every organization acquires material or services to complete its business needs. The process of buying materials and obtaining services from vendors or dealers is called procurement. Procurement should be done in such a way that materials are ordered in correct quantity with a proper value at a proper time. Procurement process starts with business cycle P2P. Whenever requirement comes from production team or sales team etc. for procuring raw materials for finished goods of new materials, we have to start with procurement process PR. Invoice automation is a critical part of a company's procure-to-pay process and is part of the company accounts payable management. Invoice automation allows straight-through process most of the time for the entire invoice process. Invoice automation with help of RPA bots increases invoice processing speed and accuracy. Procurement solution integrate several processes into the more extensive procurement management process to achieve higher overall efficiency. Coming to standard item T codes are ME51 that is PR creation, ME54 that is PR release, ME21 that is PO creation, ME29 that is PO release, and MIGO. These are the 6 T codes involved in standard item T code. Coming to benefits of automation. Implementing RPA will reduce the burden of manual data extraction from invoices. Bot can work 24/7 and increases the processing speed. Process transactions with high speed and accuracy. Bot helps humans by handling tedious and repetitive processes. As we mentioned, P2P automation seeks to use software to eliminate manual tasks and to streamline collaboration between departments and save money through increased accuracy and reduce labor. Coming to manual flow of P2P process. As shown on screen, Procure-to-Pay is all about acquiring the raw materials required for manufacturing a product or providing a service and making payments for these. Every manufacturer or service providers need to run this cycle efficiently and systematically. If they are to continuously manage their cash flow, build goodwill with suppliers, develop profitable relationships and generate revenue. Coming to process, firstly launch the SAP application and log in with the respective credentials. And then coming to PR creation T code. For that, we need to enter ME51N T code and for entering the screen. After entering the screen, we need to select the respective document type which is called NB according to the input sheet and enable the source determination. Enter item category, material, quantity, plant, location, PZR, requisition and tracking number according to the input file in the item table and press enter. Click on check button, then we get a message like no message issued during check. Then we need to check for the release strategy tab is occurred or not. If it occurs, we need to go for ME54N T code for release this PR. If not, we can skip this T code and go to ME21 T code for creating PO after clicking on save. If in case is there any error in the data or process flow, we get a pop-up that errors or warnings, we need to solve those accordingly. By clicking on save button, we get the PR number in the status bar. Extract that PR number and have to save it in the output, which we can observe in our following live demo. Now coming to PR release, that is ME54N T code. For this, firstly we need to enter ME54N T code and need to click on other document button and enter the PR number which we get in the ME51N T code and press enter. Then we get the release strategy in various levels. We need to release the PR at those levels and click on save button. After clicking on save button, we get the status like PR is changed. And then PO creation, that is ME21N T code. For this we need to enter T code ME21N to create PO number. Here we need to enter the vendor and press enter and give PR number in the respective field in the items table, and along with that we need to give requisition number according to the input and press enter. Then click on check and save buttons. We get the PO number and we need to save the PO number in the output Excel. Before clicking on save button, we need to check whether the release strategy tab is occurred or not. If occurred, we need to release this PO with the help of ME29 and T code. If not, we can skip this T code and enter into MIGO T code. Coming to PO release, that is ME29N. Here we need to follow the same as like PR release, but here we need to enter the PO number instead of PR number and need to release this PO in various levels. Actually, every time we need to release this PR or PO number in 3 different levels, which are team lead, assistant manager and general manager, and we need to click on save button. We need to go for MIGO T code and enter the transaction as A01 goods receipt and reference document as R01 purchase order, and we need to enter PO number into the respective field and press enter. Then we need to enter the quantity in quantity tab and storage location at where tab and click on item OK, which are in bottom of the screen, and enter and click on check button. After that, we need to click on save button, then we get the MIGO output and we need to save it on the output Excel. Then coming to MIRO, that is Invoice Receipt. We need to enter MIRO T code and need to enter the PO number in the respective field and invoice date and press enter. Then we get the balance in the screen only. Then we need to copy that balance and paste it in the amount field respectively. Then we need to press enter and we need to enter baseline date in the payment tab and again we need to press enter. After that we need to click on check button here and click on the post button or save button. Then we get a pop-up with regarding components to that vendor. Then here we need to press enter or click on tick button in the pop-up. Then we get the MIRO output in the status bar. We need to save that MIRO number in our output Excel. Coming to process through automation. Bot will do the process same as we done in the manual. Here we need to do this entire manual process through bot and saving the outputs in the Excel also handling by bot only. Also maintaining the status as accordingly. If entire process goes smoothly, then bot maintain status as completed. If not, it enters how much the process was completed. For example, if it completes the PR creation and releases them, it was stuck by some error. Then it maintains output like it enters the PR number and maintains the status like PR completed. Coming to prerequisitions for development, mainly we use SAP application, UiPath Studio and MS Excel. Now, process flow diagram. This is the process flow diagram which we observed in manual process till now. And we going to see all these step by step in live demo. Now coming to live demo.
This is the input for standard item. These are the fields which we require for standard item. We enter all these fields into SAP screen, and then we get some of the outputs like PR, PO, MIGO, MIRO as outputs, and we are saving those outputs into this Excel, into this particular columns, and also we are maintaining status here. So now we're gonna run this bot. Now, after running the bot, firstly, bot will extract all the data from the Excel. It is extracting all the inputs, and after extracting, it will go to SAP logon and it will log in into the SAP with the required credentials. So now it is logging on to the SAP, giving the credentials. Now it is entering the PRT code ME51M and click on enter. Then we get create purchase requisition screen. In that we select document type according to the input, and then we are passing the required fields and click on check. If there is any error, then we need to validate the input data. If not, click on save. Then we get output of PR and we extract it. Here it is. Now we got the PR number and we extracted it. Later we went to the PR release T code, that is ME54N, and click on enter. After entering the screen, click on other PR button and pass the PR number which we extracted and press enter. Then we release this PR from team lead, assistant manager and manager levels as shown on the screen, and click on save, and we update this PR number in our Excel. Now it is updating the PR number into the Excel. Then we go to create a PO T code by entering ME21N and click on enter. Then we get create PO screen. Here we are passing vendor details like vendor number and remaining fields respectively, and click on enter. Then we are going to pass the PR number in the table along with the requisition number. Here we got the PR number and we extract it and we update into the Excel. And then we go to MIGO T code. With MIGO, here it is updating the PR number, sorry, PO number. Then we go to MIGO and click on enter. Then we get goods receipt screen. Here we are passing the PO number along with movement type from the input and press enter. Now enable item OK in the material tab and click on next button as shown and click on save. Then we get MIGO output and we extract it and update into the Excel. Then we go for MIRO T code, that is MIRO, and click on enter. Now we get invoice screen after entering the MIRO T code. Here we are selecting the transaction according to the input and passing the invoice date and reference number in basic data tab and pass PO number in the PO reference tab and click on enter. Then we get balance amount at balance field. We need to extract it and pass to amount field and click enter. In payment tab, we are passing baseline data and click on simulate. Then we get a pop-up in that click on post and then we got MIRO output. We extract it and update into the Excel. This is the process of standard item for single line item. And here it's going to execute the same steps for multiple line items also. Now it started for multi-line. So it is executing the same as single line item, but here we are entering multi-line data. Now it entered to PR release. We got the PR number for multi-line also. We are updating the PR number into the Excel for multi-line data. Now we go to create purchase order, that is create PO. Entering the required fields. Now it's creating the PO number. We need to extract it and we need to update into the Excel. It is going to updating the PO number. Now we're going for MIGO, that is goods receipt. Entering the details in the required fields. We got the MIGO number and we are updating into the Excel. It is updating the MIGO number as well. Now we need to go for MIRO. It is going to MIRO. Entering the data for the multiple line item. Now we got the MIRO output. Now we need to update this MIRO number into the Excel. What is updating the MIRO output into the Excel? So execution is completed. Now we need to check for output. So these are the fields which we extracted from the SAP, that is PR, PO, MIGO, MIRO. And if the as it is run well, we got that status as MIRO completed, because the end T code is MIRO.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching The Automation Zone, a video series brought to you by Miracle's RPA Command Center. For more about automation, please visit miraclesoft.com/RPA.